What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Draft Hub. Today, we're going to be going through my picks for week 13 of the college football season. Now, this is another one of those weeks where it seems like a lot of these matchups are pretty much layups for the most part. We're getting to that point of the schedule where it feels like all the big time programs get those tune up games before the last conference game of the season. So, there are quite a few games this week like that. Last week we did pretty good, 43 and 16. We're sitting at a total record on the season of 533 and 187. So, really sure this is the first time I'm ever doing this type of video, but I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I think the record kind of speaks for itself. We're pretty okay at this, I'd say, through the first 12 weeks of the season. But before we get into week 13's football schedule here, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. At the time of recording, I'm recording this actually quite a bit in advance here on Sunday night, actually, about Sunday late afternoon at about 5:30. This is going to be going up a little bit earlier because we do have quite a few matchups. So I usually upload this on a Thursday. I'm going to be uploading this on Tuesday this week just to kind of, get things going in the right direction because there's 3 Tuesday matchups, 2 Wednesday, there's a Thursday, and then there's a couple Friday matchups. I don't want to miss those first 5 games or potentially 6 games of the week usually because I 57 at the time of recording. We're so close to getting to 1,000. I'd love to get there before the end of 2025. And without further delay, let's get into the video here. So we have a little action here for the first 2 days of the week. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just such a big college football fan that I'll put on any game that's there. And I did say last week, if you want to go back to my week 12 prediction video, I did start it off by saying that Akron and Kent State was going to be the game of the week. And I said it, of course, sarcastically, but it actually wound up being a fantastic game. Akron, unfortunately, did take the loss. They are going to Bowling Green here. And I am going to take Bowling Green in this one here. I think Akron's actually a pretty fun team to watch. I think both Akron and Kent State are actually kind of fun to watch this year. It's not the desperate football that we're used to seeing from them. I feel like the tides have turned. Like Sam Houston State, Charlotte, and UMass are really the 3 teams that are kind of like in the absolute pits of the FBS now, where Akron and Kent State, are kind of sort of looking up. It looks like they got at least a little bit of something going on for the next couple seasons or whatever it may be. If you can get 3 to 4 wins a season, I think you can get out of the basement of the FBS. But we are going to take Bowling Green in this one. Ohio hosting UMass. I just crapped all over UMass, so obviously I'm not going to be taking them. Literally the saddest FBS program I've ever seen. I mean, there's really no other way about it. I kind of feel bad even saying that, but it is what it is. Ohio, I am taking in this one. Northern Illinois and Western Michigan. Give me Western Michigan in this one. This is a team that is, slowly but surely making their way towards being in the MAC championship game. And that's something that I would say was a little bit, I don't want to say surprising because Western Michigan always throws up a pretty solid squad. But I would say maybe not this year. I'd say maybe more next year as the talent on their roster develops. But Western Michigan have a good thing going. So I'm going to go with Western Michigan over Northern Illinois. Moving on to the Wednesday matchups here, we have Miami of Ohio and Buffalo. Buffalo's favored in this one. Yeah, they're just too inconsistent the last few weeks for me. Give me Miami of Ohio in this one over Buffalo. Central Michigan traveling to Kent State, another team that's been pretty solid this season, I would say, has been Central Michigan. So give me Central Michigan over Kent State in this one. Moving on to Thursday, you have Louisiana going to Arkansas State in this one. Tough. Again, I expected so much more from this Red Wolves team this season, but they're still playing some pretty okay ball for the most part. I think I expected a little bit more out of the Ragin' Cajuns as well. So, give me Arkansas State in this one over Louisiana. Friday matchups here. We got a couple good ones. I'm not going to lie. You got Florida State taking on NC State. Tough one here. NC State just basically got embarrassed by Notre Dame, and Florida State are coming off of a win. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to go with the upset here. I think I'm going to go with NC State over Florida State. I think, NC State lost by, I'm sorry, it wasn't Notre Dame. It was Miami that they got blown out by. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with NC State in this one actually over Florida State. I feel like I pick Florida State every single week, and they kind of let me down most of the time. NC State is a team that I like a lot. I like the development I've seen so far this year from CJ Bailey. I think he's going to take a massive step next year in 2027, and this NC State Wolfpack team is going to be a team that has a few good things going for them going forward. So I'm going to take NC State over Florida State. Hawaii going to UNLV. Now Hawaii's been a little bit of an outlier this season, where just as you expect them to, roll over and die, they're putting up, 30 something points on one of the best defenses in the FBS a couple weeks ago against San Diego State. But give me UNLV in this one. I feel like they're just kind of at this point, kind of coasting towards at least making it interesting towards the Mountain West title game. But we'll see what goes on there. But I'm going to take UNLV over Hawaii in that one, over Michael Alejo and company. Moving on to Big Noon Saturday here, we have Ohio State, who were kind of, I mean, they're just been on coast mode the last couple weeks. They, coasted against Purdue, they coasted against UCLA. I think they're going to coast against Rutgers too. I mean, Rutgers has a good squad. They have one of the best wide receiver trios in the entire nation. Ethan Kaliakmanis is actually a pretty good quarterback. Their defense is respectable. They have a couple of NFL draft prospects on the defensive side. Just going to Ohio State and against this defense. I mean, Julian Sayin doesn't really have to do anything on that offensive side for this Ohio State team to win. They're just going to coast. In my opinion, they're just going to coast all the way to, at the very least, the semifinals of the college football playoffs. So give me Ohio State there. Texas A&M coming off of one of the best games I have ever watched. And I did say I wish I could show you guys the text messages. I have a group chat with my friends, and after drawing a blank. After South Carolina scored I think it was after Nick Harbor scored that like 15-yard curl that turned into like an 80-yard touchdown. He said A&M is cooked. That's it. They're not going to make the SEC championship game now. And I said they're going to come back and win. I'm not worried. And obviously, I was kind of sort of kidding when I said that. There was really no meaning behind that, because I truly didn't think that they were going to come back and win. But my God, what an exciting game to watch from beginning to end. I mean, two completely different teams in the first and second half. But give me Texas A&M over Samford, obviously. Oklahoma coming off of a huge victory over Alabama, taking on Missouri. And this Missouri team, unfortunately, after that 3 straight losses to those tough opponents there, I mean, their season was kind of, over and done with for the most part. But Ahmad Hardy, in my opinion, should be a top 2 Heisman candidate in a season where I don't really think the Heisman is that clear cut. I think there's a lot of mid. I think Ahmad Hardy's actually having a very, very awesome season. But give me Oklahoma. Give me the Sooners in this one over Missouri. Miami taking on Virginia Tech. It looks like Miami have gotten back on track. And I believe that they have to win the ACC to actually like make the college football playoff. But I think that they can do it. They are still within striking distance of the ACC. I think they'll be able to get there. Give me Miami. Louisville taking on SMU. Tough game here. Actually, a really tough game to call. I'm not really entirely sure what this game is going to be looking like here, but I'm gonna go with SMU over Louisville. This just seems like a classic SMU win in this one here, where we're not really expecting them to win. Louisville have been playing some great ball. Don't get me wrong. The running game has been fantastic. Chris Bell has been one of the best receivers in college football, but I don't know. I just got a feeling about SMU in this game. Give me SMU over Louisville. Minnesota taking on Northwestern. Give me Northwestern in this one. What a season Northwestern's had, taking Michigan to the brink, to the absolute end of the game, forcing 5 turnovers. This Northwestern team is actually a lot more fun than I thought that they were going to be. The record doesn't necessarily reflect that, but they've been a very, very competitive team this year with Preston Stone at the helm. Give me Northwestern over Minnesota in this one. Delaware traveling to Wake Forest. Delaware is one of my favorite teams to pick, actually, this college football season. But give me Wake Forest. They've been playing I mean, the 18.5 line is kind of crazy, but give me Wake Forest. Give me the Demon Deacons over the Blue Hens in this one. Kansas taking on Iowa State. Give me Iowa State. They need a get-right game. I mean, it's been a disastrous second half of the season for Iowa State. They need to win this game against Kansas, and I think that Matt Campbell is going to get his guys ready for that. So give me Iowa State over Kansas. Tulsa taking on Army. Tulsa coming off of an impressive victory over Oregon State. That's one that I didn't see coming. But give me Army. Army's kind of sort of found their groove for the most part. They're getting themselves back into bowl eligibility, after kind of a disappointing second season in the American. Army is getting themselves kind of sort of right towards the end of the year. So give me Army over Tulsa. Georgia taking on Charlotte. This is one of those games I was talking about where the big time teams are going to have to play against these tune-up games against these terrible teams. I mean, Charlotte's awful. Georgia coming off of an extremely impressive victory at home against Texas. To be quite honest with you, I don't think Texas was deserving of the number 10 overall team ranking, but nonetheless, Georgia took care of business. They kind of made a mockery of that Texas team and Arch Manning. Give me the Bulldogs over the 49ers in that one. JMU taking on Washington State. Give me James Madison over Washington State. Pretty straightforward there. Baylor taking on Arizona. Arizona coming off of a very nice win against Cincinnati, taking on Baylor. This Baylor team has kind of rolled over and died. I'm a little disappointed in David Aranda's group. With the effort that they put forward this year, I feel like no one has really come to play except for Sawyer Robertson, especially on the defensive side. Give me Arizona over Baylor in this Big 12 matchup. Georgia Southern hosting Old Dominion. Give me the Monarchs here over Georgia Southern. Eastern Illinois traveling to Alabama. Jesus Christ, give me Alabama. That's upsetting. Auburn, especially after losing to Oklahoma, I can only imagine what Alabama's going to do to Eastern Illinois. I wonder how much they paid them, honestly, to come to Tuscaloosa and get wrecked. Auburn hosting Mercer. Yep, obviously give me Auburn in that one. Missouri State traveling to Kennesaw State. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't know that this was going to be a barn burner of a matchup at the beginning of the season. If you told me that Missouri was going to be 7-3 and Kennesaw State was going to be, what are they, 7-4 now? I think after their loss to Jacksonville State. I mean, fantastic seasons for both programs so far. But give me Kennesaw State in this one over Missouri State. I know that's tough. I think a little bit more of experience in this conference is going to bolster Kennesaw State's chances here, and especially they played Jacksonville State, who is a powerhouse in this conference. They played them to the very end very, very hard. Give me Kennesaw State over Missouri State, even though I love watching Missouri State play. Nevada taking on Wyoming. I don't know what the hell happened to Nevada where they dropped 55 points on San Jose State, but I'm going to assume that that's a fluke, and I'm going to take Wyoming over Nevada in this one. Toledo hosting Ball State. Give me Toledo over Ball State. Pretty straightforward. App State hosting Marshall. Give me Marshall in this one. I mean, what a job that the coaching staff and the players have done after having a devastating transfer period where 29 players, 59 players overall, player turnover on this Marshall team from the beginning of the year, or from the end of last year to the beginning of this year. Dowell Loggins in his first season at App State has been underwhelming to say the least. He did lose Joey Aguilar. He doesn't really have like a ton of talent on this App State team, but I think Marshall's going to come in and get the job done here. South Florida taking on UAB. Give me South Florida. Tough loss for the Bulls against Navy this past week. I expect them to get right against UAB. UConn taking on Florida Atlantic. Joe Fagiano finally threw an interception, and obviously it's me that is the jinx because I said that, oh yeah, he doesn't have an interception this season. 25 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And yeah, of course he threw an interception this past week, but give me UConn over Florida Atlantic. Louisiana Tech hosting Liberty. Give me Liberty in this one over Louisiana Tech. Liberty kind of coming off of a disappointing loss. Louisiana Tech losing as well. Give me Liberty over LT in this one. Sam Houston State and Middle Tennessee. You want to talk about a battle of absolute mid. This is exactly it. The Bearcats and the Blue Raiders. I expected so much more out of both teams, but give me Middle Tennessee in this one. Sam Houston State is just, they've rolled over and died weeks ago, to be quite honest with you. UTEP hosting New Mexico State. Give me UTEP in this one. Pretty straightforward. USC traveling to Oregon. And man, oh man, I really want to pick USC because they played an impressive game against Iowa. Oregon looked so solid this past week against Minnesota, though. Dante Moore is playing some really, really good football right now. It's going to be a close one, but give me Oregon over USC. Notre Dame hosting Syracuse. Give me the Fighting Irish in that one. Jeremiah Love is playing the best football of his season at this point now, and it's fantastic for Notre Dame because as they get closer to the college football playoffs, their best player is getting hot. So that's fantastic. Texas hosting Arkansas. Arkansas is the best 2-8 team I have ever seen. I feel like they are so undeserving of 2-8. It's kind of crazy. They play some great football. They took LSU to the brink. I mean, really tough schedule, and they took a lot of these SEC powerhouses to the very brink, week in and week out. It's actually kind of inspiring, to be quite honest with you. But I am going to go with Texas over Arkansas. I think that if they have any sort of chance to make the college football playoff at this point, they need to win They need to win this game, and then in the finale, they need to beat Texas A&M, and I truly don't think that's going to happen. But Texas know that they need to at least beat Arkansas in this one. Vanderbilt hosting Kentucky. Give me Vandy in this one over Kentucky. You have Iowa hosting Michigan State. Give me Iowa. Michigan State coming off of a home loss to Penn State where they just didn't look good at all. Iowa is one of those 4-loss teams that I could see making a pretty good bowl game because of the 4 teams that they've lost to. North Carolina hosting Duke. Give me Duke in that one. Florida International hosting Jacksonville State. I don't really know what to make. I still don't know what to make of this Florida International team, to be quite honest with you. But Jacksonville State coming off of an impressive victory over Kennesaw State. Give me the Gamecocks in this one over the Panthers. I'm going to take Jacksonville State. South Alabama hosting Southern Miss. Give me Southern Miss, another game where I think Southern Miss need to come back if they want a shot at cementing themselves in the Sun Belt Championship game. I think that they need to beat the crap out of South Alabama. So give me Southern Miss in this one. Eastern Carolina traveling to UTSA. Tough game here. Going to be a lot of scoring in this one, I think. Tough, man. Give me UTSA, though. Give me the Roadrunners. I think they really do need to win a game here, and they are at home. I think UTSA is going to get right. Tulane going to Temple. Give me Tulane in that one. Kansas State and Utah. Give me the Utes in that one. I think it'll be closer than expected, but the Utes are rolling right now. Michigan at Maryland is probably a tougher game than people initially give it credit for, but give me the Wolverines in this one over the Terrapins. TCU traveling to Houston. Going to be tough. TCU is, I don't know. Sonny Dykes has had a pretty not great. What is it, his 5th year in TCU? This 5th year has been pretty underwhelming. Give me Houston coming off of the bye week, taking on TCU. Give me Houston in this one. UCF hosting Oklahoma State. Give me UCF. Oklahoma State is a disaster of a program right now. Troy hosting Georgia State. Give me Troy in that one. Coastal Carolina traveling to South Carolina. The Gamecocks and Shane Beamer, I don't know how they're going to wipe off this 27-point choke job that they did at Kyle Field against Texas A&M, but this is a good game for them to get right and blow Coastal Carolina out of the water. So give me South Carolina in this one. Clemson taking on Furman. Obviously, we're going with Clemson in this one. Texas State hosting Louisiana Monroe. Give me Texas State. Hopefully a strong end to the Sun Belt tenure for Texas State. I think they still have a shot to be bowl eligible. I'm not entirely sure, but that would be ideal for them moving to the new Pac-12. Georgia Tech hosting Pittsburgh, going to be a really good game. Give me Georgia Tech in this one, though. A little bit of a scare this past week, but Georgia Tech is still a great football team. And Pitt coming off of a pretty brutal loss to Notre Dame. Give me Georgia Tech. Penn State hosting Nebraska. Oof. Penn State actually is Penn State playing blank. Wow, I can't speak. Playing better football without James Franklin and Drew Aller. I think that might be true. Give me Nebraska. Nope, I'm just kidding. Give me Penn State in this one over Nebraska. New Mexico taking on Air Force. Give me New Mexico. What a job that this coaching staff has done with this Lobos team. What are they, 7-3 now? Fantastic job. Give me New Mexico over Air Force. Boise State hosting Colorado State. Give me Boise State in that one. You have Tennessee traveling to Florida. Give me the Swamp is a tough place to play. I understand. Give me the Volunteers in this one. I think they kind of sort of have an outside shot of being one of the first teams out of the college football playoffs. Call me crazy, but give me Tennessee over Florida here. Illinois traveling to Wisconsin. Give me the Fighting Illini in that one. California traveling to Stanford. Give me Stanford in this one, actually. Cal just kind of fell off the face of the earth, to be quite honest with you. Strong start to the season, very, very inconsistent as the year has gone in and out. Kind of the same thing with Stanford, but Stanford have shown some pretty decent showings here and there. So I think this is a game that's pretty attainable for them. So give me Stanford in this one. North Texas traveling to Rice. Give me the Mean Green in this one over the Rice Owls. Western Kentucky traveling to LSU. And my God, I really want to pick Western Kentucky. But even though LSU got a shoddy victory over Arkansas, give me LSU over Western Kentucky. Cincinnati hosting BYU. BYU got a very nice game back on track after a pretty beastly loss to Texas Tech 2 weeks ago. They destroyed TCU, a much-needed victory for them. Cincinnati's kind of reeling. This number 25 is going to be gone by the end of this video because they did lose to Arizona this past week. Give me BYU in this one. Tough place to play, but I think BYU understands that they need to keep winning to have a shot at the playoffs. And yeah, exactly that. Give me BYU over Cincinnati. Arizona State and Colorado. Give me Arizona State over Colorado. I know they lost a ton of talent and it was going to be tough schedule wise for Colorado. But man, what a disappointing season for Deion Sanders and co. Give me Arizona State. Washington traveling to UCLA. Give me Washington in this one. Utah State and Fresno State. Pretty good game, honestly. Both offenses pretty. You know what? Give me Utah State over Fresno State in this one. I do think they can make some real noise in this one. And then finally, you have San Jose State traveling to San Diego State. Give me the Aztecs in this one. San Jose State coming off of an abysmal 55-10 loss to Nevada. Give me a break. Give me the Aztecs in that one. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are my picks for week 13 of the college football season. As we round down the regular season for college football, don't forget that come conference championship time, I will be rolling out previews for every single conference championship game. I'm super excited about that series. 9 games. All 9 videos are going to come out in a 3-day series. It's going to be December 1st, December 2nd, and December 3rd. I'm going to roll all those videos out to you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.